tuning in to Motivational Life Global. I'm your host, Mike, and today we'll be dialoguing about how to overcome potential mental health episodes and depression on your own. And we'll start off with some philosophy. Anyone capable of making you angry becomes your master. One can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by them. And this is by a philosopher by the name of Epictetus, spelled Epictetus. And then we'll get into the today's topic, how to overcome potential mental health episodes and depression on your own. If you're a normal person who's never had a mental health episode by this point, you may begin to experience one in your mid to late 20s due to several factors, or later on in life. Like, say you may have been through a traumatic event or even just a harsh life early on, and the mental effects may have taken a year or so later to really develop into an actual mental health issue. You've got an opportunity through prayer and your genuine love for God first to cure this disease without medication. And to what level depends on you personally. Many times there's a battle in your mind when God is about to anoint you and the enemy is fighting the hardest for you to not receive this anointing and tangle up the message. With your mental anointing comes mental power. With mental power comes spiritual power, because you're able to tap into the spirit because you realize you have one. You'll find that this applies not to the majority, but still so many. You've got the power to get your mind right and back on track, on your own terms. So separate yourself and work on yourself like a self-surgeon with God's power and direct assistance. Believe in the you that only you know, and that you're just going through something which could be misdiagnosed as a mental illness when it's actually just anger, stress, or depression. It's not time to start popping zombie pills. That'll make you worse off than where you were starting. It'll make you worse off than where you started in a case where you were misdiagnosed. This is why it's so important to have alone time with yourself and maybe do some research. Get to know about responsible, successful individuals who have also overcame mental health issues on their own, so that you have a healthy mental visual balance on something and someone successful that you could be inspired by and have a proper example of what this looks like, what this type of person embodies, and what you need to work on in order to balance yourself out and make sure you're continuously building up yourself into a sharper individual, ready for and prepared for your future. And I put this together 12/23/2022, 10:57 p.m. And now, speaking about the med situation, like, you have to really, it's a sensitive topic, right? Because you have individuals out here who may need some medical assistance as far as meds, right? But then you have individuals out here who they may, I think it'll be like in a case of they may need some mental help, like some counseling, say like some mental health counseling. It's not always that a pill will cure you, because in my opinion, what a pill does is medically clears you, right? But to really grab a hold of the situation, you kind of need to get to the root of the issue, and maybe that's the environment. Maybe it's a situation. Maybe it's not internal, but it's external. So in a situation where it's external, the pill really wouldn't do any good if you're going to continue to go into the same situation, right? That's where you need to actually change something that's external. Now, when everything externally has changed and you still have these issues, then begin to look inside yourself and say, okay, maybe I do need some extra assistance, with meds. So I just think that that's a sensitive subject, and we have to make sure that we know ourselves too, so that we also have some input on our own diagnosis. All right, guys. So we'll get on to some words of wisdom by myself. Let's start challenging each other to be the best of the best and stop challenging each other to be the worst of the worst. Let's supportively challenge each other to see who can get to the top, not who can survive the longest at the bottom. And I put this together 5/27/2021 at 9:28. So again, the support that I feel from you guys is awesome, and I really appreciate it. And let's just keep supporting one another, keep doing what we've been doing, and until next time.